Republican Congressman Ron Paul and his radical libertarian vision for America were briefly a huge sensation in this election season's primaries. That didn't work out, but his supporters are incredibly enthusiastic and committed people. I'm here in Minneapolis at the alternative convention that he and his supporters are holding to rival the one being held by the Republicans over the river in St. Paul. Tell me about what you think today is going to achieve.
We're doing this to continue the momentum that we built during the campaign. Campaign for the presidency is over, but the enthusiasm is not. It really has just begun. So we've organized a new group called the Campaign for Liberty to encourage people to stay active, get involved in politics, study more, understand why our philosophy of freedom is so much better than the philosophy of big government. But it's based on what we believe in. It's just not hype. You know, too often conventions are hype, but this is not hype.
Dear God, I thank you for courage today. As we watch freedom unfold, as we watch babies live, as we watch Homeland Security die. Well, we talk about a big tent as a Republican, and I am a national delegate for the Republican Party, and we talk about it, but Dr. Paul has taken a razor blade, cut the tent open, and invited us all to come in and challenge us and encourage us and be a part of the liberty for the Republic.
That vision of the Republic embraces an extraordinary range of positions. Opposition to the Iraq War, ending gun control, dismantling most of the US government, banning abortion, leaving the UN, and some conspiratorial talk about a secret plan to unify America, Canada and Mexico.
Well, I don't think there's much conspiracy about the North American Union. That's sort of like saying 20 years ago there was a conspiracy to create the European Union. Oh, those are conspiracy people. They would never have a European Union with a single currency. I think the people who ridicule the idea that there's some people who have concern about the North American Union are the ones who are being naive.
I serve as president of Americans for Tax Reform. I'm on the board of the National Rifle Association. So let me summarize. Taxes bad, guns good.
We don't want no war no more. Bring our boys home to our shore. Oh, yeah.
There's a sense in which maybe some people say it was a short-lived thing during the primary season. It's over now as a presidential bid, and this is just a kind of, there can be no point in getting people together at this point for that. Presumably you don't agree with that at all.
I don't agree with that at all. This is actually bigger than Ron Paul. All of these people here are part of a big movement. And we're going to go back to our respective communities, and we're going to affect change at the local level, because that's where it all starts, basically, is at the local level.
I'm a delegate at the Republican National Convention. I will not vote for McCain. So I'm either going to write in Ron Paul, or maybe I'll vote for Chuck Baldwin on the Constitution Party.
Well, this is colonial America when we had the American Revolution, and it symbolizes, our past Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, our roots.
Well, how do you think the rest of America views the enthusiastic supporters of Ron Paul?
The rest of America, I think most of America doesn't really understand the issues the way most Ron Paul supporters do, so a lot of them think we're nuts or just extreme and everything. But if most Americans actually took the time to read the Constitution, then they would see we're not so nutty. That all we're promoting is just going back to the basics, the Constitution, that's it.